Hi friends, we're going to look at the new Studio text features, and I'm going to tell you, as somebody who pays a lot of money for some other programs, I think we may be really having a good time. So I'm just going to leave it as Lato or Lato, whatever it may be. I want to show you. So this we've always had, which is the curved text feature. It's a little window, like a little windshield looking thing. This allows us to actually curve this. It can be a partial curve, anything. This is something we've also had, which is rotate the text. We now have a couple of additional features here in our text blowout menu, but this is also something you have. So I'm going to move this little screen over to the right a little bit. And what you'll see is inside here, we have the ability to choose a shape. Now, this is pretty cool. So if you're trying to match something, you can do an arc. But if you know and you've seen some of the really popular pieces, this right here, the arc upper, is something that is really great in design because it'll do everything for you. Now, while that text has already been altered, you can see here that it's actually still editable. That is amazing, but that's not the only text feature that I'm super excited about. I do urge you to pop some text on here, go into the warp feature, and then start looking, because all of these in this drop down are options, and they're all also editable with a ton of different perspectives. So you can even turn it left and right, like the perspective. Oh, let me move. You can turn it the perspective, you can see that, and vertical if you want to do like a Star Wars thing. There you go. Okay, so that is one new feature, and I have to tell you, that's a lot. Oops. That's a really cool thing because, again, this text is still editable. Let's do it again. Just pop some text on here. We have an additional set. Let me close this. We have an additional set that's a little bit new. So we do have one feature that's existing. But depending on your font, you actually have the ability to change the rotation of the actual letters. So that is just turning it, right? But then we also have stacking it, which is this vertical upright. You see that? So a lot of people have been asking for that particular feature. So that is also now here, again, in the blowout menu under the more text. I'm going to move that out of the way. Now, I'm going to show you something that's super cool. In the shapes menu, this vector here, we can make, a weird, okay. Let's just pretend. Okay. So all this made is like this mountainous, thing. And you can still edit this to make it curved, etc. But watch this. Now that we have a shape, I can actually type the mountains. Oops. If I can type. Let's type the mountains are calling. Let's change it back to something really simple so you can actually see it. And then let's make it engraving so you can see it. Now, this text is live and this is a vector. If you highlight both of them and you right click, in addition to converting and splitting that text, we now have attach text to path. Now, I want to go in here. Let's change it down to 90. I want you to watch this. This is not only editable text, but this is movable text along a path. Now, why this is interesting is because you can do any path. You don't have to do a shape you create. This looks like a train going down the mountains. Anyway, guess what? It is also still editable text. So, I don't know what, let's try 72. And then when you click off of it, you can see this little blue dot is appearing. And if you want to edit your shape, let's see if no, okay. Oh, wait, can I undo the path? You can't edit your shape. So I'm going to come back in here. I'm going to edit the shape. Let's say this one is just a little bit too high to do the perspective that we want. So All I have to do is attach these again. Oops, I'm going to select both of them at the same time. This, y'all know I'll tell you, and this is something that can actually make you money. I like this right here. So I would need to adjust this one right here. Or, you know what I can actually do is come in here to the actual text and just add some spacing. And now you can have artwork and pile text. I mean, obviously this is rudimentary, but this is an amazing feature. So I'm going to move that one off to the side for a hot sec, because again, until you make that a vector, you can still edit that. So I want to do something here. A couple weeks ago, I showed how to make a dash line for, yep. Okay, so a couple weeks ago, I showed how to make a dash line to have even spacing on patches. Like, let's say you want to make patch stitch marks for patches. So I'm going to zoom in a little bit. I just created a hyphen. It doesn't matter what text you're in, just that we are in some text here. So we can, I don't know how many spaces I just did, and then we can just copy and paste this over and over and over. Let's see if this works. I'm going to take those dashes or hyphens. I'm going to select my rectangle. I'm going to attach the text to the path. Yep. There you go. And all you'd have to do is basically just continue that. And again, the best part is that now you can do it with any of this. So let's say, so instead of like a period, I mean, I suppose you could use it as a period, and you could do little circles as well as your hyphens. You could do, I mean, not that it would probably turn out very well, but you could do letters. You could do mini logos if you've got a really simple logo. How long did that take me? About 30 seconds? There you go. And now you overlay this onto your rectangle, and guess what? You're good. And if you need to change the size of your rectangle, you do that here. This is hilarious. Or let's unlock it and you can show you. Let's turn it like this. This is a really, really nice upgrade for those of you who want to design inside of xTool Studio. This is amazing. It really is. This is very cool, and it automatically overlaps the other, which I technically wouldn't do because I'd want to make sure those communications were not being sent to my computer or to my laser. But there are a lot of new fun features inside just regarding the text. Like, I haven't even gotten to anything else yet. So just as for those of you who either new or maybe you're still running XCS, I am running version 1.6.6 of xTool Studio, not xTool XCS. And you can get this by going to xtool.com software, and it'll basically have all of the versions there for you. Yeah, so I just wanted to have a little happy Sunday message here. This is a really fun, really new, and can be very lucrative design set that they just put in for us. I'm excited to explore what else is new inside this version, but for today, I'd love to hear what you think about these new text features. If you want me to show you different ways to use these, different ways to create products with these, let me know down in the comments below. And also, let me know your machine down below so I can create those tutorials designed for you. Thanks so much for watching. Please like the video and subscribe.